about child labor in South Asia. Alright, so I want you to think of a time in your life where growth and development was important to you. For me, that was my childhood. We grew up thinking and taking and embracing the world around us. What we take from our childhoods could be carried on for the rest of our lives. But that wouldn't be the same in South Asia. Now, take a look around you. What do you see? What I see is that you, my audience, were able to live fortunate childhoods. In South Asia, children here are stripped of their childhoods at the age of 5. Child labor is work that a child shouldn't be doing because they're not old enough, or if it's too dangerous and hazardous for them, if they are old enough. In South Asia, 215 million in the world are victims of child labor. In South Asia, 1 out of 8 children are victims of child labor. South Asia includes countries like India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Nepal, and Bhutan. Asia, 60% of child labor in the world is found in Asia, with a drastic 122 million working children. These children work for all kinds of specific reasons and conditions. In India, a common practice of child labor is working in a carpet factory. In countries like Afghanistan and Burma, children here are forced into the military by government officials and militias. One boy in Burma's military said, "The youngest were about 12. There were 5 of them. They couldn't carry a weapon because it was too heavy for them. They beat them. There were often beatings. Then they ordered them to carry 2 weapons. I dropped my weapon one time, and the trainer said, 'You are a soldier. Can't you carry a weapon?' Then he whipped me in the neck with the rope of his whistle." Another boy was trying to escape. He was 16 or 17. They ordered him to kneel down. Then 3 or 4 NCOs beat him on the head with the back of their sticks for about half an hour. When he fell, the NCOs pulled him back to his knees. He was unconscious. There was blood all over his face. Then they put him in the leg stocks and regained consciousness. They left him in the leg stocks for a week. I saw him there about 3 times. He looked like he was getting worse. He couldn't eat rice, just a little rice soup. Then he couldn't eat anything, and they sent him to the hospital. He died in the hospital. And lastly, another boy who works in a gold mine in South Asia. He said, "I've been doing this since I was 8 years old. I do it every day now. I don't know if the mercury contains poison. No one has ever told me that." These children are exposed to all kinds of hazardous and dangerous conditions. Reasons: they're there to support their family. They're in poverty. Lack of education leads them to do laborful things, hard work. The kinds of works. They work in sweatshops, as we all know. Big corporations like Nike, Adidas, they all have sweatshops where children at the ages of 7 are working in. They work in farms and agriculture, fishing and cooking, and markets. But the worst kinds, you'll find it in the toxic mines, like as I mentioned with the boy working in the gold mines. Slavery, drug trafficking, debt bondage, militia and army, and child trafficking and sexual exploitation. With that being said, is this a social issue or is it not? Is it just? What would Pedro Rupe say about child labor? Are these children being dehumanized? What would Immanuel Kant think about this issue? Are these children being used as means to an end for corporations and people just to take advantage of them and exploit them for their own personal gain? Aristotle, goodwill. Do these men have a goodwill who are constantly abusing these children? How does your own conscience perceive this social issue? Is it just? Does the social contract apply to the victims of child labor? As being a part of a member in society, we all work together to form a social contract with each other, to form a bond and to all help us grow and and flourish in society? And lastly, do these children have a chance of equal opportunity? The opportunity to education, to eat, to have a childhood, to be surrounded in an environment without having to be surrounded by violence, pain, brutality, aggression, drugs, or being sold into slavery or human trafficking. What is your take on this social issue? This social issue that devastates 215 million children in the world. Thank you.